And we are live, but a little bit late. Sorry about that.
Blame Mystic. Hi, I'm Safi.
And I'm Mystic, the one you should blame.
Exactly.
Jeez.
I'm just giving him grief because we were so good at being on time the last few live streams that to have us be late seemed a little strange. But welcome to the Lore Together live stream, where we are continuing our every other week playthrough of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Yep.
So, without further ado, we're going to do the chapter of Stephen, which I anticipate to be the most rage-inducing chapter of all. I'm not going to be able to shut up about it, I'm sure. So, continue, right? You haven't played this since.
No, I haven't played it.
That's what I figured. So I hope everybody's been having a good week. Mine's been weird. Yesterday felt like time was going extra slow. If somebody has a cosmic reason to explain that, like, that would be great. Would be fantastic if somebody could tell me.
Right. And of course,
happened.
the most recent episode is a little bit delayed.
Delayed with the editing.
It's been hard to focus. There's been a lot going on, especially like not just personal life, but in the world. Like
the world is really messed up right now. Our hearts go out to everybody out in Ukraine. I think that's all I can really say about that, because I just don't know everything that's going on, other than it shouldn't be happening, but it is. Also, Mystic's job ramped up again for a bit.
Honestly, it's mostly the fact that Buddy keeps waking up and I've just not been getting good sleep.
Yeah.
Like
it's been an and there's been some nights where I've been suffering with you, but a lot of it you've been what's wrong?
Hang on a second, guys. We have some audio problem. Please hold.
Okay. Oh my gosh, we started over here. The game wasn't coming through. Is this...
Okay, I think we're good. I don't know what happened there. We were getting a lot of echo and feedback. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep an ear out for it. Feel free to let us know in the chat if things aren't sounding right to you, and we'll try to adjust accordingly. Now,
But like it was literally like 12-second delay on top of the real time. It was weird.
okay, where did I go after this? Because we had the beautiful scene. I think I went this way. No, I went back out this way.
Okay, we have to fix something. Something's wrong.
Okay, hold on. What's wrong?
I don't know what's wrong. It's like you talk or I talk, and then 20 seconds later I hear it again with stuff under it or on top, or like it's like there's a repetition happening.
Like it's picking up possibly...
Headphones or something.
Yeah.
Which has never happened before, and these are the headphones I always use.
Right.
And yours is positioned towards you, right?
The light's right here.
Okay.
So... It's still happening?
Yeah. I can't explain it.
We can't continue a live stream like that. That's not going to be enjoyable for anybody.
No. Hold on. We're going to...
Wait. I found a set of
No,
headphones.
These are, I don't know.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're not even connected to anything.
Are you okay, because that's the first thing I thought of was possibly headphones acting as a speaker. So I'm putting them over here now.
Yeah, we're gonna cut stream for a second here. We'll be right back.
All right, hold tight, guys.
Okay, let's see if this works now.
Okay, so this is a test?
We're live, so we are live.
Well, I mean, do you want to see if it's going to repeat or I want to do that before I click continue and we have to repeat something that everybody's already seen before. But instead double repeated.
Yeah, we're double repeating still. I have no idea what's going on.
Make sure my phone's not playing anything. No. It means it's catching the sound from somewhere else, though. What's the volume settings on your headset?
Same as always.
Are you positive? The only reason I don't think it's my headset is because I took it off and put it under the desk. I can't even hear what's going on right now.
I think I figured it out, and this is really stupid.
What happened?
It was playing in the Patreon page that I was posting.
No, that's not stupid. That makes absolute perfect sense, actually. So it's in the background on your headphones.
It's in the background on my headphones, but it's not being picked up by here. I'm literally hearing it 2 times.
So nobody heard double.
Nobody heard double. It was purely on this end.
Guys, you gotta let us know if you're not hearing double. Mystic was literally losing his mind. Anyway, so we can now continue, correct?
We are good to continue.
Okay, we're gonna continue. And with that little precursor of frustration, let's get ready to get frustrated with Steven, right? That's really what it was. That was the amos bouche of irritation, if you will. Cleanse that palate to get ready for a fresh taste of absolute nonsense.
I did not know YouTube auto-started once you put the stream, just pasted the link even. So that's what threw me.
Do that. So, we technically did this part.
Yeah.
But.
Which is why when you go like, oh, we're going to walk through to the first scene, and it's like, but they always start you back at the other one anyway.
It doesn't matter, but that's how we've ended every other one before. I wanted to keep it going. I don't think I saw 2 lights interacting with each other at first. I think I just started with the one alone. music is already putting me on edge right now. And this is the most obvious time transition we've had.
Right.
There's data coming through faster than I can encode it. I've already lost 2 processors. They keep burning out.
Please, I love you. You need to get out of there. It's not safe.
I need you, Stephen. I need you here. I can open the gate manually. I can let you in.
It's too dangerous. You don't understand what's happening
No,
out here.
you don't understand. We can solve this. We can find a way. I just need more power. I need to amplify the signal, and I can't do it on my own. You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers, remember?
We're responsible for all this. You and me.
It's not just you and me anymore, though, is it?
Jesus, Kate, you're trying to talk to it, aren't you? Kate, you can't.
Stephen, I have to.
I'm not even necessarily convinced that's what she originally meant. But that's just me. It could just be me. I get the sense that Kate was very perceptive, and that's why she was so standoffish. Look at this frantic little light here. Well, I shouldn't say little. It's the same as most of the other lights. Frantic.
It's completely dead. It won't start.
It's only a short walk to the camp. I think we should split up. You go and fetch Rachel. I'll go back to the village and find Evie.
I don't think we should split up.
I don't want to either, Charlie, but we've got to. I'll meet you back at my house later on, okay? We can talk properly then.
Why won't you tell me what happened?
No, actually, you should stay at the camp tonight. Come and find me in the morning. Bring Rachel back. She's going to need her mother.
Meg.
Just take care of her.
Meg!
What is it, Charlie?
Nothing. Just be careful, that's all.
I will, I promise. You as well. I'll see you later on.
Valley Farms wholesale. Okay. So, does it say? Wait, does it have a little "You are here" sticker? Okay, there we go. We are there. I didn't see it up there, up in the north part of the map. Are we circling back to somewhere we've been before, though, is my question.
Well, I couldn't tell you.
I don't think I've seen that Forley's. Gosh. That light, I think, is the most irritating one. I don't think we've been in here before. Oh my gosh. Isn't this a horror movie? Where's the phone?
But why on earth are you there? Why aren't you calling from home?
It's hard to explain. I'm having to move around to follow it. When it finds a suitable host, it begins to amplify. Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
They're talking about flu and a quarantine on the radio, but this... I know you're not that kind of doctor, but it all just sounds really weird.
We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's got something to do with the other night.
Stephen, your face, the mark, do you think you're infected?
It's not a disease, Lizzie. It's something else. There's something Kate said about patterns. I can't grasp it clearly yet.
Okay, come over. Have some lunch. We can talk properly. Have you spoken with Kate?
She's locked herself in the observatory. She's buried in the data. But it's already out here in the world. I need to see how it adapts.
How what adapts? Stephen, try to explain.
Time's up. Lizzie, listen. Be ready. I need to go. It's moving again. I'll call you later.
So he's chasing this thing as if he's going to hunt it down, maybe? Like, something doesn't seem right about that. See what's going on here. Oh, they're gonna redo this home. Look at that. It's gonna be a beautiful little renovation, I'm sure. To let, which I think it says means for lease. We will lease this house.
Well, and like subleasing, sublet.
I think there's to let and then there's sublet. I think there's something different like that.
Do you think she'll like it?
It's in an awful state, Stephen. I don't
It'll
think
be an
she'll...
adventure. It'll mean putting down roots here, maybe a family.
Are you sure she wants children? What, to stay here? It's not her place, you know.
Don't start that again, please.
I mean, she's ambitious, love, and she's, well, older. She's not going to want to stay cooped up at home looking after the kids.
Is that how you felt about me?
Oh, stop it, Stephen. That's not what I meant, and you know it. I'm just saying you should make a choice. If it's a family you want, well, you know how much Lizzie wants a family.
Jesus, Mum, I didn't come here for marriage guidance. I just asked what you thought about a fucking house.
Stephen Appleton language.
Sorry, it's just that you have to understand, Kate is the most brilliant, extraordinary, wonderful person I've ever known. She's like no one else. The way she looks at things. It's like she has whole worlds inside her head. I don't think you or anyone really understands that.
So he has a lot of respect for her. But is that... My fear is that that's also resentment. And it could just be me projecting the things I hear and read stupid, insecure guys say on the internet. But there's... Stephen's need to have an answer for it all just seems...
Right.
I don't know. It just seems to point towards that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I shouldn't say it like that. I'm allowed to theorize about this game as much as I want. Alright. And it's interesting that Wendy's not convinced that she wants a family. It does sound like Wendy is trying to consider Kate as a person, not what she wants necessarily for Stephen. So as much as like she maybe shouldn't have pushed the two of them together, maybe she was trying to, you know, forego some sort of tragedy in a kind of inconsiderate sort of way. I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to give Wendy the benefit of the doubt. But maybe it's just because I already don't like Stephen.
No? Couldn't tell.
I know, what a shocker. Safi doesn't like Stephen. He's just not the kind of guy that I'd ever want to be friends with in real life. I just think he's just too... I mean, if you're in science, the whole point of having a hypothesis is that you try to break it in hopes to learn more. And... I don't know. It's a very different... I don't know if he thinks quite that way.
Physical changes are evident. Although the butterfly burn is now faded, I can clearly see the change in my pores up close. As I record these words, I can feel myself hearing them as if for the first time, as if I'm both speaker and listener simultaneously. I am a scientist. I can only deal with the evidence I have. And this points in one simple direction. It's not in the observatory. It's in me.
Well, that was some angry sparks if I ever seen any. Can't jump over that. What is that? Looks like a shell in there. Alright, well, I don't think you can go boom per se, but I'm not gonna test it either, guys. How do you get through to this fence? What the heck? Is there an opening elsewhere? Dead birds. Is there some other way to get through the hedge? Can't open that gate apparently. I don't know why. Oh, the phone's here. I think.
Kate? Kate, can you hear me? Listen, I'm trying to make things right. I've isolated myself. I'm in the old bunker at the substation. Just keep this band clear. If you're still alive, I'll try and check in every hour. Kate, I've convinced them to use the gas. I didn't know how else to stop it. I couldn't save them. Kate, it's in us, too. I've made arrangements for myself after the strike, after I finish the job. You need to think of that, too.
What?
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it all.
It's an interesting conclusion. Considering it makes people disappear. And it's infection. I don't know. Why wouldn't the barricade be enough? Gosh. Okay. It's interesting to see there's a lot of spaces to see, and there seems to be also a lot of spaces you're not supposed to go into in this. From what I can tell, I could be wrong that there's ways to like wiggle around to it, but they don't seem to be as pertinent. As I take my check every crevice approach. Well, check every crevice I notice approach. I'm pretty sure I Gosh, you're so mad. Why are you so mad, Steven? The seventh Whistler. Same layout as the other pub we've been in. Pub quiz. Curry and pint.
You look well.
I don't. But thank you. You do. How are you settling in?
Nothing changes around here. I mean, it's great to be back. It still feels like home, I suppose. In a funny kind of way.
It's been a long time, Stephen. Last time you saw me, I could still walk properly.
You look pretty good to me.
Stop it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry about how things worked out.
Or didn't.
Or didn't, right.
Do you think you made a mistake leaving?
My mum tells me it's never too late to change things. To put things right.
Funny. It's just what she said to me the other day. I have been wondering what she meant by that.
That's embarrassing. Sorry.
Maybe I should go.
Why?
Stephen, we're both married. I don't think this is a good idea.
What isn't? We're just two old friends having a drink, that's all.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Don't forget, I'm on a 20-second delay.
Oh, that's right. So Mystic's not going to understand where I just went, uh-huh. Sure. Okay, can't go out that way. I'm assuming I can't go. Alright, this is getting more and more ominous too. We're coming over here. Stephen's helping everywhere. He's like, I'm making sure you hear every part of my story. There's still bees, though. I'm still amazed that there's still bees.
Bees.
This room? No, it's the next room over. I thought it was, at least. It's here? Okay.
No phones, you know the protocol. That doesn't matter now. It's figured out how to circumvent the telecommunications blackout. What? I didn't think it could. Kate understood. She saw how adaptable it was. How smart. Jesus Christ, you're talking about it like it's alive. You have to assume that everyone here is infected. We can't know that. We're infected. It's killed all the birds, and now it's in us. It's trying to leave the valley any way it can. The quarantine is not enough. You've got to remove the carriers. You've got to cut off its energy source, its food. I've already told you, Stephen, I'm not going to order an airstrike. You have to. Now it knows we're onto it. It's going to keep on spreading as fast as it can. The quarantine and blackout will hold it in check. They've cut all of the phones out of the valley, so it's only you communicating out now. Aren't you listening? It's figured out ways around it. Radio waves, something. All of the lines are cut, but the phones are working anyway. You've done all the right things, but it's not enough. You've got to stop it before it adapts again. Stephen, my family, my wife and kids. You know perfectly well what you've got to do.
Whoa.
I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it. You're asking me to sign their death warrant, my own family. Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that?
No, you're not.
I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff. Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you spineless little shit. If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it. Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it.
What? Wait.
You've got to do it now.
So, there's a part of me, a cynical part of me, that's wondering that Stephen was hoping that that was the option so that he wouldn't have to make a choice. Now, again, like, feel free to add us at Lore Together on Twitter if I'm wrong or something, but I just don't trust it. I just want to make sure that there's nowhere else for me to explore in this house. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's ominous. Ominous. Gotta love the creepy kids' drawings. This one's not as creepy. Not just them in the pool. Woof, woof. babies. So he explains it though like it's a disease, but so part of me is just thinking like, okay, is it a disease?
I think he's assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, we know he's assuming.
So, but like a disease, so you have to ask yourself, acting more like a bacterial infection or a viral infection?
Oh, I have no idea.
That's just where my brain goes. Like, is it acting like the two kinds of infection that we know, or is there another kind of a fungal infection? Like, what? Because when you think of it as an infection, it's technically a different kind of alive, right? Bacteria are living organisms. Viruses are kind of a copy code of something that affects living organisms. Not quite the same thing. And then you've got... Am I missing a light or something? I just want to make sure that, I don't know where the Steven light went. Just want to make sure I'm not missing it. I think I'm just gonna go down this road, guys, and hope for the best. We pretty much had a late start, unfortunately, due to the sound confusion, so.
Right.
It's going down this path. Public footpath. It has a fork. Let's go down this fork with this gate. See that light? I think we were here. Go through the paint yet, I guess. Generators. Radio.
Pressure in my eyes again. I can't move my legs, can't feel my face. When I collapsed, the light was waiting for me there. Caught me, lowered me here. Now it's pooling around my feet, watching me. The printers are spewing out page after page of zeros. It's frightened too. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. I'll look after you. It's alone. It's scared. Oh, it's traveled so far. It's okay. I can help you. We can be together now. 10 seconds to signal fusion. We can be together. 3 seconds. 2.
Okay. So I went down this footpath that had 2 forks. I don't know if I'm supposed to follow this Steven light or what. Whoa.
So listening to Kate just now, humans will pack bond with anything.
Huh?
Listening to Kate just now, humans will pack bond with anything.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Everybody's like, how can you have people who are in love with inanimate objects? I'm like, easy. They are going to be one of the things that disappoint you the least in life. Alright, you're stuck there. I don't know. feel like I have to go back to that footpath, though, because there was a fork. Where did the electrical thing go? Where was I just at? Safi reveals that she has a horrible sense of direction. Scandal!
We're just revealing this now? I thought we knew this from other games.
Shh. We're revealing this now. Just go with it, Mystic.
I'm pretty sure at this point it's a feature, not a
Go
bug.
with it! Let me have my dignity, okay? Please. But it does seem like Kate was onto something there. That the thing is alive and it has feelings. So it's sentient, which would to suggest that it's not an infection.
Right.
Alright. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything because there's a fork. I feel like there's this theme here of avoiding choice. But I could also just be reading into it the wrong way, guys, so let me know. That and this part. And this... We've been here before? Is this the part where...
I have no idea. I'm bouncing between the live stream and the Kotaku article for everybody's gone to the Rapture, and yeah.
Okay. Oh.
It's all over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away. It's come too far.
Kate, people are disappearing. Shut it down now.
No! If you won't help me, I'll do it on my own. I'm gonna route all the power back through Tower 6.
Kate!
Wait. It's trying to break through again.
Kate, wait!
Music is great as always, and I'll probably say it again and again. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, Stephen Light is here. Stephen Light has things it wants to say or show. Don't stop being so mad.
What do you want me to say? You knew what you were getting into.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry we don't measure up to your exacting standards, Dr. Collins. Maybe you just need to give us ordinary humans a break.
What? Ordinary humans like Lizzie Graves? Did you really think that I wouldn't find out? Frank told me, or did you forget there's one person in this shithole who actually talks to me?
Kate, it was just a drink.
Don't bother, Stephen!
Oh, for Christ's sake. Kate, slow down.
You were engaged to her, Stephen. You nearly married
Oh,
her.
come on, it was just a drink.
Then why the hell did you lie to me about
Because I knew you'd be mad and then it would end up in a row. You
Like
wanted
you
to
did-
focus on the event tonight.
Oh, so you were actually doing me a favor. Wow, I guess I just forgot to say thank you. Do not treat me like I'm an idiot.
You're overreacting. I know you're stressed.
Just don't. You keep away from me tonight. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me.
Kate. Kate, come on, this is crazy.
It is definitely a common tactic when, and I hate to say it, it's usually when a guy is in the wrong, that they like to blame a woman's emotionality as the source of the actual problem.
Has he tried saying calm down yet?
He practically did. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He practically pulled that one. But it's just... It's so... You know, I had somebody actually try to pull that on me on work. You were there, actually, for it, because it was the day I was working from home. I think I remember telling you about that, Mystic. I won't get into details, obviously, guys, because I like to keep it profesh. But...
I don't know. Our whole opening was not very professional here.
No. It was just... It was literally just me blaming you for everything, apparently. Yeah. So... Okay.
Have they closed the tunnel?
There's no trains. I'll put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard. Is it closed?
I think so. I don't like it. It's not right at all.
Stop whining. It doesn't help anyone.
What the
Do you
heck?
know you're bleeding?
Oh, this headache is just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've not been to the village.
No, I've been here the last couple of days, or at home. I've only spoken to Clive at the EMC on the phone. Well, tried to anyway, but with all the crossed lines...
But no direct contact with any other people.
No one. What are you talking about? What's going on?
It's the pattern. It's adapted again. It doesn't need direct contact to transfer. It's using the phones.
What do you mean, direct contact? Stephen!
Is Howard the one where he ended up stealing his shoes?
Sorry?
Was Howard the one where he ended up stealing his shoes? And Wendy had to tell Howard to get out, to snap out of it?
Wendy tells Howard to snap out of it, yeah.
Stephen stole Howard's shoes
Okay.
in order
Got it.
to essentially kind of incapacitate him. I remember that now. Because if you're like on the other side of this, and Wendy discovers...
I've never seen it.
They do, though.
You're overreacting.
Stephen, they stare at me. Yesterday I went into the village and this old woman just stopped in the middle of the street and stared at me like I had two heads.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic.
I'm like a walking freak show. Oh, this place, it's so insular. I just don't understand how you grew up here.
Well, I was very different then. And they're not so bad, really.
That's easy for you to say.
Just give it a bloody chance, Kate. This was the deal. A year here, and we could be in with a real shot at Lucia.
Stephen!
Oh, Christ, it's Lantham.
Stephen Appleton, I thought it was you. What's all this about a young wife? Oh. Hello.
Two heads, Stephen. Hi, I'm Kate.
Guys, just believe it when people feel that way. Like, just believe it when they say it. Because most of the time they've been through it before and they know that it's true. Gonna check the station, but I think it'll be worth going out. I don't think the bathrooms are gonna open up. No. Okay, so that's totally locked up. Oh.
Darling Stephen, I don't know if you'll ever listen to this. Maybe you've decided to stay with Kate, and I can't blame you for that. But I can't wait for you either. I've got to think about the baby. And, well, I should have left a long time ago. I've run out of excuses for not leaving now. But I do love you, Stephen. And I hope you find peace one way or another. Oh, there's planes coming.
Wow. It's so sad that little buddy has decided he's going away. Little buddy commentary, but I find it really sad that poor Lizzie's end of her story is in Stephen's. We find out about the baby, and luckily she looks like she turned into the light before anything more happened to her. But I just find it so heartbreaking that like she is so tied to his story that she felt like that it's her ending is in his chapter. I don't see how we could have gotten there any other way, and it just feels so tragic. She should have been her own person, and it kind of speaks to how she was doing all this stuff for everybody else. Wasn't she? Like, there's just no way around it. It's just a different kind of betrayal for her too. It's not like Stephen didn't just betray Kate. He kind of betrayed Lizzie too, because he never really made a choice. He left her, and then he came back and said, well, now it's convenient that you're stuck here, so I can now, and the difference between Kate and Lizzie seems to be that Kate was always a bit more confident in her own assessment of things. And Lizzie, she was pretty confident too. I mean, she had to run that whole place by herself, but I think she honestly thought that Stephen was the expert, so she was willing to follow him, and Kate was just more skeptical, probably just because she happened to have more knowledge, because she happened to have more education compared it. And Stephen admits that even Kate's smarter. I don't know. I could be talking myself into a circle a bit, but it's an interesting dynamic for a supposed love triangle. So, been here. So basically now that I've rambled on, I'm trying to think of where else we need to go. I think we need to go this way. I feel like we might be walking in a circle though. So please just bear with me as we figure out this chapter together. I don't know if it's just the way the headphones are, but a lot of times I feel like I'm hearing things behind me when they're in front of me and things like that. I've never been good about locating where sound is coming from in general anyway. You could ask Mystic. Wait, there's a radio though somewhere. There was a radio somewhere. Different. get it in this truck, no? Truck's called something else in England, right? There's a radio. Now, like... Oh, there it is. See it. Sorry, it took me a while to find it. I probably, like, passed by it. Somebody's going, ah, Stephanie!
This is Catherine Collins, recording for posterity. It's all over. I don't know how long I've got. Whatever he did, whatever the planes were carrying, it's burning my lungs. Probably some kind of nerve agent. I suspect it's only exposure to the pattern that has kept me alive this long.
Oh, wow.
I'm making my way to Tower 6. I'm going to fuse the signals from the optical array. I just hope I can make it.
The cash register here, I don't think I understand what this is about, but... Let's see what this phone call's about.
Hello? Hello, is there anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Clive? Clive, it's Stephen Appleton. Are you there? Can you hear me? Over. Come on, Clive, where are you? Damn it! Kate, it's Stephen. Come in, Tower 6. Kate, are you there? Kate? Anyone? Hello? Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Stephen Appleton broadcasting from within the quarantine zone. Can anybody hear me? Over. Oh, God, no. No. Fucking hell, no!
I don't know. It's so weird, because, like, I feel like it's supposed to be a horror story, but at the same time, it's not really, is it? I don't know. Everything is everything gone or is everything different? It's just... I could just be being cynical about it. Or maybe I'm just unabashedly optimistic about it all. Oh, hey, Angry Stephen Light, where are you going now? Where's he going? Let's see where this is going. I feel like I'm backtracking, but maybe it's just me.
Jesus, man, what have you done to your face?
It's nothing. You collecting feed? Looks like the supplies haven't been coming in.
Huh? Again?
The phones are all strange. I can't pinpoint the logic of transmission.
You what? What are you doing with that paint?
Means the EMC are actually moving at the proper speed. Listen, Frank. Have you heard anything on the radio about a flu outbreak?
Doesn't seem much like flu to me.
They're shutting down access to the valley to try and isolate it. No. Something about the phones. I can't put my finger on it quite yet.
What are you talking about? Hey, I'm still talking to you. Where are you going?
I'm following this light. This light seems to be checking me to all the plot points. Going down this road. Thought we already went down this road, but of course I always miss something. Just how it is. I'm sorry if anybody's chatting. I cannot see the chat. Mystic's made it back.
Hello.
Hello. We, I'm basically following Stephen Light's pretty good at...
Stephen Light.
The Stephen Light is very good at pointing out where things need to be. Though I do deviate occasionally from its suggestions.
You're a daft old bird walking all the way out here for it. You know Charlie would have dropped it off.
What, and have that stinking great lorry of his poisoning my birds? He shouldn't be driving it on these lanes. It's a hazard.
I think he was hoping he could have a word with you about Frank.
There's nothing to say.
Oh, listen, Wendy, they might all be scared of you, but that's not going to work with me. You're 68 years old. Grow up. Talk to Frank.
How dare you speak to me like that? Give me my bird feeder right now.
Promise me you'll drop by and see your brother.
Megan Holloway, give
Not a chance. Promise me. It's for your own good, and you know it.
You are a shamelessly manipulative and difficult woman. It's no wonder Charlie adores you so much.
No wonder I do what?
No wonder you never finish what you start. I thought I told you to check the incoming stock orders. Wendy, one bird feeder for you. I'll tell Frank you'll stop by.
Oh!
Charlie, stop mooning around and stick the kettle on. Make yourself useful.
Creepy van.
Man, creepy. A lot of creepy warehouse spaces, guys. That's...
For such a small town.
Yeah.
Appleton!
What are you doing here?
You thieving bastard. I knew it was you.
Listen, take everything you need. But then you have to leave. You don't understand. You can't be near me.
Painting his stupid little pictures. Stealing food. You always were a little prick.
Please, every second we're in proximity makes it worse. I'm a primary conduit.
You're a fucking disgrace. Come here!
Sam,
Don't touch me, get
What's
off!
going on?
Come in here, lord
Jesus,
it over
Sam!
us. Thinking you're so much better
Sam,
than the
leave
rest
him.
of us.
No physical
You and your
contact.
stupid fucking missus.
stop
She's
it.
better than any of you.
Sam?
Lizzie,
Meg, please.
don't come near me.
Meg!
Charlie!
Meg, wait!
Don't touch me!
Wait, please, you have to understand, it was an accident! Get off her!
Let go, let's just go.
Charlie, you have to understand, it was an accident.
Just leave him. Leave him.
What have you done, Appleton, you bastard?
Come on, Charlie, let's just
Meg,
get out
Charlie,
of here.
please!
Whoa. It's almost like for this, depending on how you look at the situation, it's a confession of Stephen's sins or a revelation of Stephen's sins, depending on if you think his light is trying to show you what he did wrong, or his light is not. Are the lights the people that they have been revealing? Are they? Or are they simply following. Sparks out.
I know his ending.
What were you gonna say, Mystic?
I know his ending is in the basement of
Tower 6, probably?
No. I don't remember actually.
Whoa. What is that in the sky?
Oh, it's going to the, that's it going through the electrical line.
Definitely wasn't like that earlier when we were going through the sky. Oh. I didn't even realize this was an open room. I guess we're getting towards that ending. Spilled paint. This one doesn't have the design in it. Oh.
When I was a kid, my dad found a fox. It had been hit by a car and couldn't walk anymore. My mum went spare, of course. Made him keep it in the shed. He was already slipping away from us then. He spent hours with that fox, telling it all about Italy and the villages they bombed there. I was jealous, I think. That the fox got more of my dad than I did. But it was dying, that was clear. So one day, I snuck out, took it a sandwich for food. I was only 8. When it bit me, I remember the anger, the shock, the hurt. Running in, screaming from the garden. My mum panicking about rabies. My dad beat it to death with a spade.
Whoa. Forgot you told me that part.
Later I found him crying. I'd done it, Ken's son. That's what he said. I'd done it, Ken, it was hurting you. That's just a poor, dumb, dying animal. It doesn't know it's hurting us. Christ help us, it's left the valley. It's everywhere now. It's been 3 hours since the planes went over. I haven't been able to reach anyone on the shortwave. I'm beginning to think I may have made a terrible miscalculation.
What a coward, by the way. He's gonna wait to make sure everybody else is dead before he dies, because what good is that gonna do? I'm just so confused. What is going on? Is this something I'm supposed to do? What is going on?
There's no one left. Just me. You know what this is? What I'm gonna do? You want light? Fine. I'll give you light. After me, there's no one. You'll be all alone again. Forever. Like before. You've taken everyone I've ever loved from me. You've made me do things I never even thought I was capable of. But if you think I'm coming with you... Kate? Wait. Stop. Kate.
It's so hard to
Empathize?
Yeah. It's a level of self-importance I just find very hard.
Or just misinterpretation. A lot of self-importance too.
No,
but
I
like,
think the self-importance is
This is Catherine Collins. I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
Whoa. Should we keep on going?
sure, might as well.
I don't know how much longer this is. I think it's the self-importance is the reason for the misinterpretation. And that could be just me.
Oh, interesting. The lights are on patterns now.
Yeah. It's a
Oh, gee, this looks like the walls in Dear Esther. A little bit.
yeah, a lot of formulas. And the thing is, she was doing this by herself? What the heck?
It
Whoa.
reaches out from the shadow of the tower, across the observatory, over the valley, and consumes the world. Everything is light now. Everything has come to rest. The world is scored by the traces we carved into it. Our presence is everywhere, the bridge joining our stories. This world existed before we came to it, and it will continue without us. In the empty fields and houses, our traces radiate, and others will come to dance in the light we cast. We can slip away gently, unafraid, knowing that everything will continue.
So that's Tower 5. Should we try to find Tower 6? P.S. Great wedding dance floor. There, Chinese room. That's. I feel like somebody now is gonna have a Rapture-based wedding theme once the pandemic's no longer a thing. Like,
I could think of worse weddings.
yeah. Little buddy. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's also gonna go a little slowly in hopes that Mystic can come back and he doesn't miss all of the skies. Look at that. Now it's in the sky. You can see the stars. It's almost like an aurora borealis effect. And I'm kind of... The light's coming up. That's a little... I'm getting a lot of... It's not like the fire in Jeremy, but it's definitely an interesting mirroring of the idea of lights coming up. But we're also reminded that it can't be fire like the fire we just saw with Steven's end. Let's go. Do I press this first, or do I have to? Let's see.
The end is coming now. I'm not afraid. We have each other. We lived apart from them. We understand now our failure to touch, to belong. But it doesn't matter anymore. Everybody is gone, and we will join them. We are born apart, driftwood on the banks of an endless dark ocean, and we will be carried away by the swell soon enough. But in between, in the single day of living, that dancing in a strip of sunlight, we can find what we miss. The love that makes us whole. The imminence. Everybody found their other. This pattern is mine.
What is there to say after an ending like that? Excuse me as I tear up a little bit, because that was beautiful, guys. That was super beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry, Mystic, that you missed this. At least it's going to be recorded for you to watch later, if you want to watch it again. Oh, man, that was great. Well, I think we'll do some final thoughts, and that way when Mystic is done helping with Little Buddy, we can he can add his. But I guess I'll start with mine, because I'm the one that happens to be here in front of the microphone, kind of mimicking what Kate did at the end of her journey, and at least making sure there's some record of her of the steps she took and the connections she made. I, for one, appreciate how well this whole story was performed by the voice actors and illustrated by the design team of this game. And I also appreciate that it is a story that does not have a clear takeaway. It's written very much like a very deep novel where there's multiple layers and themes and connections that you can make that in turn make this game personal to you and everything that you've experienced. And what you bring yourself to this game and what you bring to this game determines, to at least a certain extent, what you're going to get out of it. Which is probably why I have such strong feelings about certain characters and such empathy for others. And I'm sure people have different feelings about either ones as well. This is also a great story that is a continuation of this idea that I see coming in a lot more modern sci-fi storytelling. The idea of the other as being something that is outside of a humanoid form. In this case it's a light, but there's stories out there that make sure like the aliens are actually more based around like aliens that represent more lizards or bugs, or trying to relate more with like viruses and stuff, or plants. Like Semiosis is a novel that comes to mind, and I really love that we are now evolving the sci-fi genre to consider that. And this has been a great example of it. A great story to consider. Energy of light, and it's not just convenient plot hook at the end of a Star Trek original series episode. So I think this is great. I don't know, I feel like if I continue to speak more about like the quote unquote truth of the story, it's kind of missing the point. It's kind of like, so if anybody's watched Inception, and you will know the infamous ending, and people are trying to decide what it means. And the director, Christopher Nolan, essentially said, the idea is that you're not supposed to know. And I think there's nothing wrong with a story that ends like that. They basically are just gonna know. And I think it helps that you're literally walking through this empty town, but the light is there to illuminate the life that used to be there. The scored earth, so to speak, is represented in the light, representing the evidence of the people that are no longer there, that have moved on, and their time there, and how they're not truly forgotten. Their footsteps are there, their cars, all their vehicles are there, their jobs, their homes, everything that they built is still there. So I think it's just really well done. I'm glad we played it. Thanks for the cry, the Chinese room. I really appreciated a good cry. Gotta have one of those every once in a while. And you gotta remember, it's not always about something sad, but sometimes it's gonna be something beautiful as well. Little buddy is giving this a hard time. I can see through the monitor, and I'm not sure what to do about it. I think I'm gonna check to see if Mystic has anything he wants to say before we close this one out. And I think if you want to hang around, or if you're able to hang around, maybe we can even allude to what we're gonna do for our next long series. I'm gonna check with Mystic if he wanted to say anything, because he's kind of stuck in the baby's room right now. If I'll be honest, guys, like I try to be modest about the fact that I have a lot of opinions and I can like be wistful and pontificate forever. And I really appreciate you guys listening to us. Like Mystic can be the same way, but I don't know. I feel like I'm much more braggadocious about it. Is that the right word? I'm much more of an extrovert too, so I kind of just align it. But make sure everybody gets it. So I would suggest, even if you watch this long play, this series with us, feel free to try it out on your own. It's also the kind of story that, like, maybe if you watch this and you didn't play it, come back to it. Don't think about it, but come back to it 2, 3, 5, 10 years after. See where it takes you. It's something, I think it's one of those pieces that I feel like you can get back to. So Mystic's keeping it short and sweet. He's sending me a text as he's helping. He wants to thank you all for watching, and we hope that you enjoyed this. And next up is going to be Skies of Arcadia. We decided to do something a little more long play. So I think it's going to be pertinent of me to shush my mouth right now. There's not much more to say. I'm going to try to switch places with Mystic and let the beautiful music and the credits run. If he has anything else he wants to add, he will, and then he's going to close this out. But I'm just going to echo what he said. Thanks for watching us. Catch us next Thursday when we play what we cover in our next episode. It'll be out to the public Saturday, and patrons earlier. And love you all for listening. Bye-bye.
So here we are. Time to end this. Thank you guys for watching. And I'm sorry that we had an awkward end there. But I hope you enjoyed Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. And I don't know if Safi covered this, but next we'll be doing Skies of Arcadia. With some cheats. But thank you. And we will catch you guys every Thursday for stream, and we have an episode coming out this Saturday. And patrons should have it tomorrow at some point. Thank you. Bye.